New York Wrestle Media.
Cutting a promo, ladies and gentlemen, your boy Jay the Red Santy here with our guy Holmook Mike from History and Headlocks and other upcoming shows that's coming soon to you guys. And check us out on Turnbuckle Tabloid and New York Wrestle Media and all things connected to the universe of not only wrestling, but also all things connected to what is connected to you. And what was connected to us this past weekend was SummerSlam 2026 from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Nothing screams SummerSlam, nothing screams summer than Minnesota. Funny thing that brother AJ pointed out to me that I didn't know, that I didn't realize unless you heard it. Did they announce the attendance?
No, and there's a big reason why, because half that arena was empty.
Did you see how huge that stage was? That was like egregiously large. Like that was just ridiculous.
It was basically just like one giant TV that like blocks the whole side.
Right.
I mean, from what the videos we saw, like there was like a lot of space for all the talent to like roam back there. So if you like on like the opposite side, you could just like look and say, "Oh, look, there's a bunch of wrestlers standing over there by Gorilla."
Well, honestly, it's their fault because nothing screams, SummerSlam than going to Minnesota. So, like, I mean, let's be for real. I guess this was all prepared or lined up for the Brock Lesnar thing. We're gonna assume, right?
Yeah, and there's been some breaking news as of today, so we'll get into that. But I mean, I think us going into this show, we were very down on it. I think just because of the build, because a lot of the matches were just like put together, and none of them really had been built properly. But I think afterwards, I've been satisfied with what I saw from both nights.
Yeah, they'd have a negative outlook, especially for night one. I was not much for what night one was how it was booked and such. But they sometimes WWE could pull out some shit, and sure enough, they did on this night. So to kick off, we opening on night one. Night one, we had Liv Morgan going up against Io Sky, and well, like I said, I didn't think this was going to be a bad match, not at all, to say the least.
Right.
I just thought that we're running this back again, and what is the purpose? Like, I mean,
the fact that also that Liv has not defended this title since she won it, which is now being addressed on TV as a storyline, where she's now saying, "Oh, the locker room was afraid to even step up to me." And meanwhile, it's like, no. And then when Becky brought it up on Monday, pretty much for the last couple of months, you've been a valet. That's all you've been doing for the last couple of months.
Yeah, I'm happy that Becky came out on Monday. I think we had spoke about it before that division is going to need a shot in the arm to get up running again. Also, we saw the return of Stephanie McCool on that night as well. So that we just for those two making their return, it looks as though that it was a must need as for now to keep Liv with the belt.
Yeah, it makes sense. I going into it, I was like, take the belt off her. But then it was like, you know what? Let her hold on to it for a little longer. Raquel now has the Intercontinental. Roxanne should be the odds-on favorite for the women's Money in the Bank. So I mean, there's storylines there that you can do. And thank God on Monday, like we had Becky return, and then Stephanie Vaquer finally made her return. Which watching Unreal kind of gave the reason why she's been away, where like she's been going for 10 years straight, and she needed a mental break. So that's fine. So like now she's back, and Becky's back, but now it's like I'm waiting for the other one to come back. Naomi. Now I'm not saying she needs to come back as a babyface, but I mean it'd be nice to have another heel on the main on the Raw roster. That's not a Judgment Day girl.
Yeah, we just saw the breaking news that on what I don't know if that's what you're alluding to, but congratulations to Bianca and her husband, boyfriend, fiance, whatever they are. Okay. Montez Ford, they have welcomed their child into the world. So looks like, mamas will be coming back soon. Don't rush. You don't need to. It's fine. But, as of now, we're looking as though that possibility some returns will be happening. But the return that happened on Raw with Becky and Stephanie, like I said, is much needed. As for this match, man, I got to give it to Liv. Liv was taking some shots in this match. There was that meteora towards the turnbuckle post that I was like, oof, that looked like some shit.
That one always looks crazy because you could hear the knees and in the back of the person's head hitting that I don't know what you would call it, but like the metal thing that they cover the ring post now. Right. So it makes a loud noise. But again, like Liv has definitely improved from the early days of NXT. Like because I remember you and Matt were always down on her, like Jesus Christ, girl, like what the fuck. But now she's definitely improved. I do like that she's now doing like a code breaker finish that
right
with the Oblivion because I think it's better off for her. But yeah, in a couple months, hopefully the end of the year, we do get some mamas returning. But I mean, for Bianca, it's probably too soon. God knows what the hell that finger is doing because like, she's like having trouble bending it. It looks swollen as fuck. I mean, this is kind of getting crazy with her finger.
I remember as a kid, I playing football. The ball came, hit my finger, and I thought it was a jam. And when I looked at it open, my finger had busted open, had slid open from right up the top all the way down here. And you saw cartilage and everything. And when I went to the hospital, they pretty much was like, well, it's ligament damage as such, it'll be fine. Just going to take a time to heal. So I was like, all right. So, they did some stitching and such. 10 years. 10
Jesus
years.
Christ.
My finger used to look like this in a crook for almost 10, 12 years in a crook. It always looked swollen. It was, you try to rehab it. Even right now, as I do this, and I'm fucking, this happened almost like 35 years ago. As I do this, you could feel that it's still like a little bit tight. So finger injuries are very tricky because it's like if you break your toe, you can't set it. Like the only thing you can do is just like maybe put it back in place and go, hey, good luck. You've seen basketball players' feet. They look atrocious. They are. So like, yeah, so fingers are just as much ligament, like small ligaments and such. It's very delicate and needs specialty. So I could see why she's going to be having issues for a minute. But congratulations to her. Congratulations to Liv. And congratulations because the women's division just might get a little boost from the returns of Becky and Stephanie Vaquer. And next match coming up, we have the one that I mean, I didn't think that it was a real I didn't think that it was going to be a bad match, but I was just like, why are we here? What are we doing with these guys? What's the point of this match? We have, I guess you would say the Bloodline versus LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys. Shout out to Royce Keys. He's just finding a way in pay-per-views, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, there was a stat that he was on a lot of AEW major stuff this year, and including the Royal Rumble, and now he's on SummerSlam. So I mean, good for him.
Yeah, Royce Keys looked really good in this match. I guess
Solo was the MVP of this. He went all out.
The star of this match. Give me your outlook on Solo. He was the star of this match.
He was more entertaining here than he's been for the past like maybe 3 years on the main roster at this point, where he even did the whole running back and did the whole yeeting thing with the crowd, and the crowd was into it. I mean, this dude is legit funny. It was even funny during the entrances when he did the whole like pew pew like with the gun thing that Jey Uso said on Monday. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But this was actually a big win for LA Knight, and I was pleasantly shocked because usually he's the one that eats these pins, but he actually got the win here.
Yeah, it was I guess role reversal here, right? And we saw what happened on Monday night, where now it looks like who's next in line?
LA Knight.
Right. So Dolph Ziggler. Like I said, I'm telling you, it's written in the stars, brother. It's written in the stars.
Is this a lock for Money in the Bank, you think?
No, because there are rumors that Trick might win it, and I'm like,
I'm saying they're gonna do a Knight versus Roman at Money in the Bank.
Oh, I don't know.
Because you think Roman would have to defend the title, right? Like, you can't go a month without him being there.
What do you mean? That means you got to take you're taking LA Knight away from that Money in the Bank match. I don't know.
I mean,
I kind of like watching him walk around with the bag. Right? I don't know.
But are we going to do this thing every year with him being in Money in the Bank and be annoyed when he doesn't win the damn thing?
Well, he's the one that shows up and then still, I see your point here, but still, like, it's not like he's gonna win. I think the writings on the board for what's gonna be probably his run for the rest of the year. I just think maybe with the Money in the Bank, it would give him a little bit more incentive to possibly look better on possibly, getting to that, that top. We saw later on what happens when you get, fan favor to get to get a win. So like I said, I'm waiting to see what kind of pop he'll get. You don't see him doing double duty on a Money in the Bank?
No, I would rather him face Roman for the title than be in the Money in the Bank and not win it.
I don't think he'll face Roman for Money in the Bank. I think.
I mean, the other option would be Saturday's main event, and I mean,
right.
There's nothing wrong doing that either. But I just mean that the way it looked on Monday, it was like, okay, that's gonna be Roman's next world title match.
Right. Yeah. So like I said, I'm not upset on how this match went. The match went pretty well. It was fun. They had their moments, their fun moments and such. I was just more like, the only one who's really a fucking heel here. By the way, that power slam on fucking Jacob by Royce Keys over the fucking barricade. Wow.
I was about to mention that too, funny enough, because it's like usually that's the spot where people go for spears and they go through the barricade. Royce picked that motherfucker up with ease and reverse power slammed him over, and he went with him. I was like, oh my god.
You know what I found, which was something that I noticed because of their match on Monday Night Raw. I think WWE just said, all right, we got two guys who know how to go out there and just do it, like go all out. Don't go crazy, but do what you do. Jacob, do what you do in MLW. Royce, do what you did in AEW. And let's see how it goes. And, they had a fairly decent street fight. I mean, they were throwing fucking, they were throwing the steps and everything and such. But yeah, I think they should have just let these guys rip when they need to. They're good to go.
I mean, on Monday it was a good showing for Royce Keys, and it was his first, hopefully, of many main events on Monday Night Raw. So, also the other thing too is like I don't want to be. I'm usually the sticker on the brand split, but does this mean Royce is now on Raw? I mean, what's the deal here?
Interesting, right? That is an interesting question, but
Solo on Raw now. I mean, what's the deal here? I mean, if there was a transfer window, I would get it, but it's like, I guess, fucking the brand split. Who cares? You can show up on any show you want until they say, okay, we signed here.
Well, got to kill the rivalries. Once the rivalries are done, we'll organize it again. So yeah, LA Knight. Solo Sokoa and Royce Keys get the win here. They beat the Bloodline, shocking faction in 11 minutes.
Which
Next
was
up,
also a theme on these shows where you notice what matches got the fucking full length time, and then you see how long these other matches went. I
yeah,
think nothing went over 15,
yeah,
except for the big title matches. But we'll get into that.
yeah. Um, they kind of the show ran a little bit longer than usual. I usually would like to say that they, for both nights they'll be done by 8:30 the way that they had gone, but they ran a little bit over 9 o'clock this time around. So I guess they
Well,
weren't.
we'll get into why.
All right. So next up we have for I guess just for show, we have Gunther versus Nick Aldis, the former GM at that time. And because I was still like, so is he retired? Is it over? Is he going to retire? Like what kind of match? It was like, well, it's just a match. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
But
and they made a whole big thing about how now that Nick Aldis is out of the SmackDown GM, Adam Pearce will be running both shows again. That changed very quickly from Saturday into Sunday. But I mean, Nick Aldis physically he looked amazing, and I do think the ring rust did show because there was some spots that didn't look very clean. But you know what, Gunther is a professional. He's been great this past couple years. So he kind of helped Nick along in this way, but overall the match was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. It was just a good showcase to show that, hey, when Nick Aldis gets in the ring, he can do something.
yeah, and I think that it was just one of those things that he could show to his son that because maybe what he said, how long it's been since he's been in the ring, like I think it's maybe 3 years. Yeah, so like, I honestly believe that uh he wanted to show and prove that yes he can do it, and his wife was at ringside. Shout out to Mickey James. Gosh,
That's his real big accomplishment. Holy shit, that woman.
oh, delicious. So, but like you said, wasn't bad for a guy who hasn't been in the ring in 3 years. Such he held his own, and once again, Gunther being the Gunther who he is, such a pro. Gunther gets the win here, and of course by submission, and we got it by 11 minutes and 40 seconds.
Did you notice that when they gave the stats for Nick Aldis, they showed that he was a TNA World Champion, but didn't acknowledge. Well, Michael said it, but they didn't even show or say oh he was a former NWA World Champion.
Right.
Yeah, but then Michael Cole did say, he did compete for the NWA. I was like, really, we're gonna go that far?
Well, because look at how they address Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce they barely even mention that he has like some fucking wrestling history whenever the fuck they talk about him.
But I mean, like that's something that's an interesting fact to bring up to your fans. Like, hey, just so you know that these people that you get annoyed with their decisions, they're former NWA World Champions, like your hero Ric Flair.
Right, exactly. Right. So
don't tell them Brodus Clay was the champion; they'll fucking explode.
Next up, yeah, this would have been
okay. This, we can say a few sentences about this. Where unfortunately, Brie Bella broke her shoulder, and Fatal Influence wins.
So.
And then the heel turn that everybody saw coming.
Right. I guess we were sitting there going, we'll just go to the heel turn. We saw it happen. Bam, boom. Nikki's and Bree just stands there is like, I can't do shit. My fucking arm is broke.
She couldn't. Not for nothing. I do think they went to the finish quickly because they realized that this woman, she's fucked. Like she couldn't even do anything post match. She just stood there holding her shoulders. I think it was the cannonball into the ring steps. Her arm may have definitely her shoulder may have popped at that point.
Yeah, that was not a good look. That was not a good spot.
Paige barely did anything, which is sad. But she did eat the pin here. But I guess that it made sense for Nikki to turn. And it was funny because we were in the Seneca watching this. And by the way, thank you to everybody that came out and watched with us. But she looked into the camera and said, "Nobody takes my spot." I'm like, you gave it to her at Mania. So now you're like, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Now we're gonna get Nikki Bella versus Paige in a singles feud.
Yeah.
No.
I'm hoping with Paige, this is just going to be just a one-off and just get her running to do something else because, yeah, I don't want her wrestling old rivalries. This is not something that needs to be it needs to be done. Let's get it out of here. This is not what she came here for.
She should be working with all three members of Fatal Influence. She should be working with the Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton. I wanted to see those matches. Her and Paige. I want her and Shaw one more time for old time's sake.
Right. Let's get to see what she. She's not going to be at her best when she was maybe 10 years ago. But at least we know that she could still work. We've seen her do it.
Yeah, look at her stuff in AEW. For what limited she was able to do, she still can do what she can do.
Right.
It's just that you need to give her a storyline and a purpose. Because, they have these women's mid-card belts. That'd be a great storyline for Paige to say, you know what, when I was here, these shits didn't exist. Now that they do, I want them.
Right, exactly. And that should be immediate, like instant storytelling right there. That could be right off the rip. Good storytelling there.
Tiffany, you don't defend the belt, now you're gonna start defending against me.
And mind you, let me tell you something. I don't like Fatal Influence. I actually think they're good. There is talent there. The girls could work. Fallon, JC Jane, Laney, that there is talent there. It's just I'm so sick of the same catty bitch bullshit. I don't know. I think there needs to be a little bit more development when it comes to women. I don't know.
A different record. Because not for nothing, when they debuted, they came out to thunderous heat.
Right.
Now it just died down. And guess what that was? Because they started losing matches that they weren't supposed to be losing. It's like, oh, you already beat this group, so why do we care?
Right. But like I said, there could be an upswing for that soon enough. Yeah, this one, like I said, it might have been a rush finish because of the injury. That match went 7 minutes and 30. I think it would have went 7:30 anyway. So I don't think there was any.
Can you imagine if there was extra 5 or 3 added to that? Not for nothing. There was fan footage of people doing the wave during this match, so nobody gave a shit watching this match.
But you know what? That's not the fans' fault. That's the women's fault. Although, like I said,
it's not the women. Let's be clear. It's not them fault. It's the company's fault. It's creative.
Right, it's creative's fault because, like I said, those 5 women, because Brie is woof, and even Nikki, I'm like, at least I gave her some benefit of the doubt in this match, but Brie was just woof. They tried to put a showing, and it was tough to come after a match that that followed Gunther and Nick that the fans were so hyped to see. So it's not easy.
Yeah. And not for nothing, this night, night 1, had the most star power. Not for nothing, because we'll get into the next match, but a lot of these names are recognizable, but it's just that for us, we looked at this okay, 2 random 6-person tags, then a GM that hasn't wrestled in 3 years, and now we have this match with CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes, which was a match they wanted to do since both men have came back to the company, and honestly, I was bored to tears during this whole fucking thing. This went long. It just shows how old Punk was. We laughed when when Brock gets purple 5 minutes in. That's been Punk now. He gets purple in 5 minutes in these matches.
What's bad about Punk is not only the colors, it's also you see the bags under his eyes, they just start swelling up during the match. You could tell it's just he ages while he wrestles. He just gets old while the match is going on. Ah, man. Like I said, I can't say it was boring. I just think it was 2 guys just trying to keep the match flowing, knowing that I guess no one really cared about them. Nobody gave a shit about this match.
Yeah, your boy did the most Terry Funk-esque moonsault I've ever seen in my life and miss.
Oh my god, that matter of fact, perfect analogy. Terry Funk fucking corkscrew fucking leg, whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Like the
Moonsault! And he fucking missed, and then you saw his face because he knew it was shit, and he knew he missed.
But you know, as two pros, Cody didn't sell it. He just moved to the side and kicked out. Like it was fine. It looked
But you saw Punk's face because he's like, God damn it. He's like, don't do these moves if you can't do them. I mean, fucking that's why he got made for the buckshot lariat. It's like, what are you doing?
It reminded me of when Kidman was such a fuck whenever he did his finisher early on, it was like so fucking spot on. And then you could tell when he got older, it just started leaning a little bit too much to one side until finally he got hung up in the fucking ropes. And I was like, Jesus Christ, Billy, put it out your repertoire. Punk, don't ever go to that again. That one was stick with the elbow, bro.
I mean, not for nothing, the elbow doesn't look good either. But with the Kidman thing, do you remember the one that he tried to do on Regal and he completely hit the top rope?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got hung up on the rope doing that shit.
Yeah, he does that, and then like when he goes in WWE, he's knocking people out like Chavo in the face. It's like, what the fuck is going on here, dude?
I'm telling you, something happened with him during that era where he was just nailing it early on, and then all of a sudden, I always used to see that he leaned, I believe, like too much to the left, and I was like, why is he coming off the ropes that way? And sure enough, yeah, he got hung up, and then he fucking, like you said, knocked people out. But as for this match, Punk, like I said, he just is time. It's
age is showing.
You can see it, and you don't like to see this with your wrestlers. You know, I mean, sometimes you just gotta go. And the end is nigh, bro. It's happening. It's coming, bro.
Yeah. And timing is always a thing too, because we did our predictions on a Wednesday, and then on Friday it was like, oh, by the way, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens are on the way back. So going into this match, I was like, okay, one or both are showing up, and guess what? Randy showed up at the end, gave Cody a big RKO, and then Punk, not realizing it, went for the GTS, got it, and stole the win.
Randy is the fucking. I mean,
he's the man.
He is the. Listen, I always said I have a man crush. That's one of them. That he is one of my man crushes. But the way that he comes in, runs in, hits the RKO, does the turn, look, winks, and he's gone. I'm like, only he could get away with doing shit like that. Only him.
Absolutely.
But yeah, like I said, like we said, Punk gets the win here. This went 30 minutes 10. That I did it go 30? Damn shit. Okay.
I'm telling you, it felt like 30. This dragged on. I mean, because both of them were old, they're both old school, so they both were like taking their time. All right, let's get the crowd back in it. But then it was like, you're dragging this fucking thing on for. You're trying to hit the 30 mark, but then thank God Randy came down and hit the RKO, and that was it. But now, are you excited for Cody and Orton too?
Oh no, please don't tell me that's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen. That's when Cody doesn't have to fight for titles.
Oh. Right. Yeah.
I mean, for Punk, we'll get into what happened on night 2, but I mean I'm very interested in what's gonna happen next.
I know it's gonna happen, but I'm saying it's not gonna happen like immediately. I think he's just gonna, like I said, he's gonna go away for a little bit. So you got to do that press tour for Street Fighter, which, by the way, that was a fucking hideous fucking headpiece he had on.
I made the comment in the bar. I was like, "How come? Why do you have to fuck up every helmet?" Like this one, they just gave him the guile hair sticking on the top. Which I made a comment. I was like, "They just made one of Chelsea Green's hand and just molded it into the helmet."
So we were looking at Punk's outfit, right? And I'm going, well, Ricky has said, that was a Minnesota Wild outfit from the uniform from the old hockey team. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. That's fine. I mean, the Stars, no, the North Stars, Minnesota North Stars. I was like, I can see that. But I was like, also, that could have been the Green Bay Packers because that's the Minnesota Vikings rivals. I could see that as well. That could have been. And then I was like, that could be Blanca because it's green and like green and yellow. Like it could have been, or green and orange. It could have been something like whatever amalgamation that they have for fucking Blanca. It could have been.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what I was looking at, but Ricky then pointed out to me that it looks like Punk shit himself.
Yeah, that apparently been like the consensus on the socials and such, but I don't know. It just
looks like a big wet patch on his ass.
Yeah, he had two trunks on as well. So like, if shit is gonna go through, that's tough for shit to go through like two fucking pairs of trunks like that. But any case, leading up to the main event, which I was like, really? They gave this the main event? Shocking.
I mean, thank God. I mean, we thought like, oh, they're gonna put this on ESPN.
Yeah,
That was our initial thought.
Yeah, for real. I was like, yo, thank goodness they smartened up. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. This had a big build-up. You know, it's crazy because, once again, shout out to the Seneca, man, for you guys hosting us. You guys were awesome. Anybody who pulled up, you guys were amazing. The bartenders and all the servers appreciated you guys and such. You guys were good to them and all. And when you hear it in the bar or even with the the audio, you don't really gain a sense of what the crowd sounds like because of that arena. They don't really mic stadiums well. Kevin Owens even mentioned it during his post show. We'll talk about where he said he's like, you don't get to hear it until you get into the ring. Like you don't hear these two when they came out. Apparently got fucking huge pops. It was especially everybody doing Oba's entrance. But yeah, I was very happy to see that they put this in the main event position.
I mean, it should be. It's fucking Hell in a Cell. I mean, the Punk and Drew one should have main evented that Bad Blood show 2 years ago. That was a misbooking chance for them. But now they got it right with this because Triple H, as much shit as he got, and he got a lot of shit this past weekend because pretty much he told all the roster members, if you're not happy, get the fuck over it.
Right.
But he knows the significance of Hell in a Cell, and he knows this has to be last, especially for this. Like this needed to be the main event of this show.
And through it all, you weren't gonna expect anyone to climb the fucking cage. This wasn't that kind of match. You were gonna get these guys in the ring brutalizing each other, and I thought it should have went longer, and I thought there was actually going to be more brutality in it. I actually thought
how long did it go?
11:40.
I mean, what's also too, it's Brock Lesnar. Like, you know why this dude going 20 minutes? I mean, you see how fast he gets blown up.
Well, I did say that they were going to go 12, so I did.
You were close.
Yeah, I did make my call there. But I actually thought like it was going to be more vicious. I actually thought someone was going to bleed something. We didn't get to see that. They did tear up the ring.
Did you see how he did it? He pretty much I don't know. I guess there was already an opening on the ring mat, but Brock just stomps it and he starts dragging it with his foot. So then he rips the mat off and then he takes a foam off the boards and there's fucker boards.
Yeah, I thought the same thing when looking at it. I was like, well, that's kind of obvious, but that's because the camera was on it when he tore it up, and like the peel was just so easy, like it's just so evenly done. It was beautiful. It was almost like tearing a piece of fucking toilet paper off the roll. It was just like, all right, we can get that out the way. Paid homage to Taker. That was a reason why they did that. And then we get to the finish, and I mean, it's not his fault that he missed. I mean, like,
it's like he should have moved up a little more, but he didn't want to hit those boards at all. So he was like, "Fuck it," or maybe Brock said, "Don't you dare." Or he just said, "Let's hit it," and that's it. But Oba did not go anywhere near this board. You would think, "Oh, now Spirit Bomb on the boards," but nope. 1, 2, 3 on the foam, and that's it.
Yeah, I thought that. I once again
very anticlimactic because, like again, the board should have been used for the finish.
Yeah, but once again, I'm trying to like explain it to like. There's a lot of whenever you see guys are doing power bombs, buckle bombs, and stuff like that. Remember, the person that's doing it can't see where they're at, so they don't know. It's everything's done by feel. So his thought was probably that he did step up and was close enough, but and once again, maybe Brock was like, "I'm not taking that spot. Fuck that. No, take me home."
Yeah.
But yeah, Oba gets the win here at 11:40, and of course, Brock outside of character of Brock, goes in the ring and basically passes the torch.
Did you hear what he said? He goes, "When you people that watch this shit, just so you know, he's the future."
Hey, people, watch this shit.
I mean,
Brock being Brock.
Yeah, and then he went on the Pat McAfee show today and officially announced he's retiring.
Oh my
God! We'll see you in Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania, Brock.
That, and let's see if on Raw they're gonna give him fucking a ceremonial show. Brock don't want that shit. He ain't into that shit.
I mean, unless WWE gives him a lot of money to do the Hall of Fame, that'll be the next time we see him.
Probably, most likely, yeah.
But overall, this was a good. They ended the show on a good note with Oba going over.
Solid night one was better than I thought. I expected that it was going to be dog shit, but better than I thought. Which leads us into night two, and right off the gate we get shocking developments that occur come night two. Number one, Nick Aldis has announced that he has been reinstated as the GM, and the first match of the night, Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor, will now have a new entrant to the match. And that match, that contender for this match would be Gunther. And we're like, okay, figure that.
They shook hands. So I guess everything from the night before is resolved.
Right.
And then Nick Aldis then dropped bombshell number two, which was, I never said that this was going to be a triple threat. I'm adding one more person into the mix. And out came Kevin Owens.
Did you pop?
I was very happy. It was like, I didn't like scream, but I was like fuck yes, like thank God. Because one, I'm happy for the guy, because when people suffer neck injuries, it's one of those scary things. Because even like he brought up on the post show where like unfortunately Big E's no longer going to come back from his neck injury. But Kevin Owens is one of those few guys that gets to come back. But then looking at this match, and remember, the step was that the winner is the number one contender for the WWE title. So I was like, oh, fuck Finn or Sammy. I want Kevin Owens to win this, because then we get him versus CM Punk. So I was like, listen, I get it. People like, oh, this guy misses a year and a half and he's already jumping the line. Guys, this shit is fake.
Now, to be fair, he had just got out of a title run,
feud with Cody.
So yeah, but yeah, I popped. I was just like,
but were you spoiled by what they're put on Friday when they said both him and Randy were coming back? Because I figured like, okay, both of them are going to appear on this show then. Like one's going to appear on one night and the other one's going to make his presence on the other one. I didn't expect them to say, you know what, let's add more to the Finn and Sammy match, which I think if you would have given them more time, this could have been one of the greater openers for SummerSlam in history. Like these four names alone, I mean, come on.
So, honestly, when the news came out, I was like, he's around. Maybe he'll help Sammy win. Maybe he'll fuck Sammy over, whatever. Didn't think he would be in the match, though. That was different.
Right.
And he looked really good. Like, he showed love to all the trainers at the PC who helped him get through it. And it was like, that he just walked in and just didn't miss a beat for me.
I mean, a guy coming back from neck injury and he's already doing a top rope dive from the top rope onto three guys. I mean, that's fucking means he's cleared.
Yeah, pretty much. I was shocked that he did get the win. I am happy that he got a win because I'm a big Kevin Owens fan. And now to see him and Punk lined up, I'm like, okay, I'm with the shits. That's a match for me that I need to see happen. So
promos alone, and then just the fact that this is the first time ever.
And once again, although I am a bit upset that Finn got screwed here, I think that this is going to benefit everybody down the line better. Now that main event, that tier looks a little bit more interesting now.
Well, like I said in the chat, because I mean, right now SmackDown, if you're looking at your top 3 feuds, would be Kevin and Punk for at least until Money in the Bank, and then you have Cody and Randy continuing their stuff, and also the potential of a Balor Gunther feud.
Right.
The one thing that we were robbed of, like when Finn went back to NXT and they were supposed to do that NXT Ireland show.
Right.
And that's supposed to be the main event, Finn and Gunther, when Gunther was the NXT UK champion. Now with these two on the same show again, I mean, why not run a program between them two?
Yeah,
and then just have Sammy in the background, just fighting for like justice for Sammy, because again, like this is one of those situations where he got screwed.
Yeah, I could see that's a storyline or just an angle for now that could be a filler for all things that could culminate towards the end of the year. That it's like I said, you put pieces in place that could actually help to not be the usual wash, rinse, and repeat booking. This is actually more interesting to see down the line. And who knows? Another person might be coming back soon enough as well, Drew McIntyre. So let's see how that goes.
I mean, we'll have to see if he comes back on SmackDown or if he comes back for Raw. We'll have to wait and see on that one.
All right. Next up, we got for the United States Championship, we have Trick Williams versus. How the fuck did this happen? Baron Corbin? Like how? Like,
I mean, nothing wrong with Corbin. I mean, he's gotten better in the last couple of years since he got released. But this was one of those matches where like, it should have been mellow, but fuck it. They want Corbin to win and they want to give Corbin the U.S. title. Go ahead.
He looks good. I mean, but the match itself, oh my lord!
I mean, this was definitely two people on opposite ends of the like they had no chemistry at all. These two.
That as I said in the group chat, the referee wasn't even in this match. Like he was out of place. Yachty didn't know where the fuck he was supposed to be at.
Yeah, Corbin obviously yelling for Gotti to be in a spot, just hit him with the stick, and then Corbin wins.
Yeah, Corbin wins. Shockingly, Corbin wins.
No more of this fur belt that Trick has.
Thank you. And like I said, I like the look. Corbin looks good. I like the way that his like he cut that promo of, you know, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to, you know, do what I got to do. And I'm here to beat ass. And that's exactly what you should do. You know what I'm saying? No gimmicks. Let's just go beat some ass. That's what I'm here for. But yeah, shocking win. Baron Corbin wins the United States Championship on his first match, right? On his first match back?
First match back. And I know it's a stupid decision, but honestly, Trick is going to be moving up the card. I mean, Trick would be odds on favor for Money in the Bank, but I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, this is not the worst thing in the world. If they keep doing this to him, then there's a problem. But I mean, it's only got higher things for Trick. Because I mean, not a bad reign from WrestleMania to now. Not bad.
Yes. And speaking of shocking, next thing that came up, which could have been what I thought would have been not shocking if anyone else but her won. But we had for the interim women's title ladder match, Charlotte, Jade, Chelsea, Tiffany, and Lash Legend, who pulled out the win against Julia on Friday on SmackDown. And then and by the way, Lash looked really good in this match. She looked dominant. She looked like she looked like exactly what she should look like, tossing people around. And that's like I said, there's a big upswing for Lash. I don't see how they could mess this up, but it's WWE, they could. It's like almost like if Jade can't cut it, we can slid Lash right into that spot. It's fine. But yeah, I had Charlotte winning this. I thought it would be the obvious layup, but no, there was other cards that were being played here. Just to say this as well, these ladder matches with women could be a little bit scary to watch. And I tell you one thing. Chelsea, say what you want, and a lot of people, you know, and especially, you know, what the Michael Hayes reference was. Yo, she takes bumps like a dude, though. I'm not gonna lie. You watch this woman, she knows how to take her bumps. especially when it comes to weapons and ladders and shit. She takes some shit.
Yeah, she's willing to put her body on the line for this. I mean, it was funny because I said it on our prediction. I was like, my mind is telling me it's going to be either Charlotte or Jade, but my heart wants it to be Chelsea because it's like, you know what? Why not give her a chance? And you know what? They actually did it. They did it, and it was perfectly done well. Where she was hanging off the ladder, and then she got herself. Once everybody was out, she got herself back up and climbed up the ladder and grabbed the fucking thing. I love that Matt Cardona was like, oh, that makes me one half of the interim women's champion too. But it's just that. I mean, this was good for Chelsea. This was a good win for Chelsea Green. And Tiffany Stratton, again, nearly killing herself off the dive, off the ladder onto everybody. But I mean, this was a good little ladder match for the women here. And the interim stuff, put that aside, this was a good one for Chelsea.
Yeah, like I said, I was in the same boat. I was like, they're gonna give it to Charlotte. They're gonna have her equate or get close to her dad. But I really wanted Chelsea to get this. And when I saw that she grabbed that belt, I was like, wow. It's always to have like that good feel good moment. Plus, I guess Minnesota is close to Canada, so she is Canadian. So I guess some Canadians came down and could celebrate with her as well. That's the goal for that. But no, good for her, man. She's earned it. Just this is a woman. This is a wrestler who's been through it. She's she was one that came into WWE, got let go, had to hit the scene, then came back to WWE, prove herself, and sure enough, she's earned it, man. Congratulations to her on her win here, man. Although it's interim, I do want to see how they are gonna book this from here on out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how long Rhea's out for because that's the whole purpose of this interim thing to see how long. I mean, technically, it's just supposed to be until Rhea comes back, but I mean,
Right.
if this comes out just like Rhea beats her quickly, 1, 2, 3, then that's gonna be annoying.
Speaking of annoying, the next match that occurred is for the human monies on the pole match. We got Dominic Mysterio versus Danhausen. Listen, it's not that I don't like these guys. I'm okay with both of them. I'm just
Overexposed to Danhausen.
it's the Stips. The Stips are just fucking stupid, and I'm just I don't know. I get what they're trying to do here. It's all for the kids. It's all for the love of the kids. It's all for the fun of the kids. I get it. Fine, but come on now. What are we doing?
I mean, they referred to one of the mini houses as Torito Housen, so they pretty much just called it out that El Torito is one of the fucking mini houses. And then I saw that Brad Williams was one of them.
Yeah, friend of the show who's been on Turnbuckle Tabloid. Our boy Brian Williams, a comedian, was on there. Shout out to Brian. He's always wanted to do something like this. So good to him.
You mean Brad?
Oh, Brad. Sorry, he's not much of my friend. Yeah, Brian Williams. Yeah. He's the Dateline guy. Brian Williams was the correspondent on Dateline. Yeah, Brad. Yeah, he was he's been wanting to do something like this for a while. Good for him. But as for this match, I mean, you got what you was gonna get. The Joe Henry pop up, the JD McDonough pop up. Like you knew what you was gonna see. You was gonna get the mini houses. You got what you expected.
I mean, it was. The bag was pretty much low to the ring as fucking possible with the pole. So
then you got the exploding turnbuckle post. I mean, it's like what more did you think was going to happen here?
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, oh, this is the AAA heavyweight champion. The Undertaker's fucking rolling over in his grave. But it's like, listen, Triple H and WWE are going to do what they want to do with Danhausen, and this dude moves merch. That's all they care about. They look at the money this guy generates, and that's what they're going to keep doing with this dude.
Yeah. But, Danhausen gets the win here, and it's, of course, he takes what he is and starts throwing the money around and threw money.
Gave it to Nick Khan's kid, and you see Nick Khan in the front row, like, not happy. He's probably like, we're giving this guy, how much?
Listen, at the end of the day, I tend to forget as well. entertainment. It's sports entertainment, right?
Yeah. And if it's not for you, just don't watch. Just
Don't
ignore
watch.
this. Just ignore his segments.
Yeah, just go. Next up, match that we weren't going to ignore because this is the one we were looking forward to seeing. We had the incoming champ, Penta, Intercontinental champ, coming in versus Chad Gable, the hometown favorite. And we 100% knew that Chad had to get this match, right? I was just mad at the match didn't go as long as I thought it should. This match it went 11-10.
I was hoping for a little more than 15, but you know what? They at least got the outcome right. They gave it to fucking Chad Gable at the end.
And in that 11 minutes, they loaded a lot of stuff in that match, man. I give it to them. There was a lot of counters, false finishes. There was a lot going on there. The only thing that pissed me off about this match was Penta's entrance. His entrance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You sat there, you built this whole shit up, you get him in the ring, you got the whole shit behind him ready to go, and the camera angle is the worst camera angle you gave him. It was like on the bottom of his face, on the low end, and you saw nothing. Why did you do it? That was dumb.
I mean, it was worse for me because you could see everybody setting up everything for him. Like as soon as Chad makes his entrance, like they dim the lights, and you all of a sudden see the guy run the middle of the ring and put the thing in the center of it for Penna's pyro.
Right.
But I do think like once like Chad got the ankle lock and then like vined his leg, Penta immediately tapped. I was like, oh, maybe you could have waited that out a little more, build more suspense, but no, like immediate tap out, which I guess is fine. And then Chad wins, the family comes in the ring, and then all of a sudden we see a fucking Mugbeard mascot. And I'm like, really? Like we can't get enough of the fucking advertisements.
Yeah, we get it. Good to see his family's in the ring. He has kids, wife, family. So that was a beautiful thing. And then he cut a beautiful promo on Raw, especially so he talked about the Shorty G and all that stuff because who I thought he was gonna thank. I thought he was gonna thank Jason Jordan. I would have thought that maybe he would have shouted him out.
And by the way, was that his son in a singlet?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, next generation of Gables. I mean, not for nothing, we didn't even mention it too, but on night one, they had Triple H's and Stephanie's daughter sing the national anthem.
Woof.
They just referred to her by her first and middle name. They didn't even have the balls to say her last name.
Oh, I thought that was Aurora Rose. Don't they have a kid named Aurora Rose?
I think so, but this was the other kid.
I think I think Aurora Rose was their oldest. I think it's the middle one.
I don't know. But Penta Gable definitely delivered. I do think that given a little more, this would have been the best SummerSlam match of the weekend. But they got the outcome right here. No complaints.
I still think it was one of the better matches of the card. And finally, we had to go into the main event. We have, of course, the feud that never ends, or maybe there's just a feud that never ends.
Hopefully now it is.
On my friends, we have Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, and Seth.
What'd you think of Seth's entrance?
I guess. I mean, yeah, it's what you call it. I guess it's just saying that we're going to put an end to this because it's the beginning to an end. They had the Shield theme first, and then changed it up. Went to his more popular one. Then put the Shield mask on. I love how they were trying to say the white signifies that it's a changing time. It's not the black that the Shield usually come in. The white is a showing of changing of times. I guess.
What about the mask? That they had for the remembrance of Dean Ambrose. Like Dean Ambrose is dead.
Yeah, right. We did say like if only they were able to do something like that, but he was in the building somewhat. Like you figured he was there.
Just by a random mask,
right?
Or face cover, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, this match, like I said, the Penta Gable thing should have been the best match on the weekend. I thought these two definitely delivered for hopefully their final encounter. But I mean, again, this was the opposite of Punk and Cody, where like Punk and Cody went slow. These two went fucking fast. They did all the crowd brawling they could, then they got back in the ring, and then they did all the spots, all the talking, they even did the chair spot where Roman just finally said, "No, I'm not gonna fall for this nonsense anymore. We're just gonna fight like men." And then Seth did his curb stomps, and then he tried for the super one, then got spear, 1, 2, 3, and Roman retains.
Yeah, I have to say Roman as an in-ring performer is elevated in the past 10 years from what we used to know. Now that not only as as an athlete, as a persona, as in the look, but even him, the talking, being able to emote the way that he does that. Not only can you hear it in audibly if you're at home, if you're in the audience, if you're in the stands, you can see what he's talking about, and not a lot
Right.
of wrestlers convey that. And I have to say, Roman has done an excellent job with doing that. When he had the chair and he's like, "No, we're gonna put that out the way. No, we're gonna finish this like men. This is what we." So like, there's, I know a lot of people give him shit, but I have to tell you that Roman has gotten far better and has actually started climbing my you know better or best of all time wrestlers because of that. I think he does a splendid job in conveying a story while in the ring and working with people. I think this is why sometimes when you do only get him for once every 2 months or such, it is a good build up for him. But at the same time, it's like you kind of miss seeing that.
Right. I mean, remember the first time we heard this from Roman during the pandemic? Like the match he had with Jay at Night of Champions, he started talking all this trash, like, "Oh, you think you're on my level? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm wasting my time on you." During
Right.
this match, it was like he kept referring to Rollins as like number two, like you're my number two, like I'm number one. Like when are you gonna realize this? Like you need to knock it off. Like stop wasting my damn time. And then it's just like, and at the end, it was pretty much perfection or great cinema, as everybody says it, because they
Right.
like Roman put his fist out, Rollins got up and put his fist out too, and then pretty much had like the fist, and then the mask was in the middle between them two. I just remember. Oh, by the way, this was a 3-man group, not just the two of them. But this is the end. I mean, hopefully this is the end. There's no more Roman and Rollins matches going forward. This was the last one, and they definitely went out with a bang on this one.
Yeah. Gonna say that this was better than what I expected it to be. I'm pleased that they were able to finish strong, and the SummerSlam itself got a lot of up reviews from people. They were very pleased with the outcome of what they did. Although like what we said earlier, sometimes the build up is often shit. But when you get to the main event and get to to the show, they're able to put it together. So I have to say that kudos to WWE and for SummerSlam. Unfortunately, uh, they couldn't pack the building, but lesson learned. You'll find out for the next year what they're gonna do. Mike, what we have upcoming for History and Headlocks and other shows, maybe?
Yeah, well, for History and Headlocks, our next episode, we're gonna cover the life and career of the one and only Mick Foley. That's on one, and we're gonna have a special announcement on maybe another second show. So please subscribe to the channel because the new video will be popping up on New York Wrestle Media and on our Instagrams at History and Headlock and New York Wrestle Media as well. So please stay tuned for upcoming announcement this week.
And guys, make sure you check us out on all podcasting outlets. Thank you for checking in on us on the audio side of New York Wrestling Media. If you can't catch us on YouTube, it's always great to catch us on the audio side as well. We do great numbers there, so please continue that and showing love, support for us there. Show love to us on all the social media outlets. We are available there as well. Keep the numbers growing on YouTube. God, we're almost there, people. We're almost there. So help us out to get to that finish line. of at least to 1,000 for a milestone. Not safe finish line, but a milestone of 1,000. Let's help us get us there. Like and subscribe. Be a part of the vibe of All Things Connected on YouTube and New York Wrestle Media. Tons of stories, tons of info, tons of news, everything that's going down from wrestling to pop culture to video games, sports, all things considered. New episode of Popnology just came out. The Dark Knight Revisited. Brother and AJ and I check in on the movie The Dark Knight, give our views and what we thought of one of the best superhero movies of all time. And also we rank our favorite Batman movies of all time and much, much more, guys. So as always, don't go anywhere, stick around, and check you guys in a sec.
New York Wrestle Media.
Turnbuckle Tabloid.